would care about a functioning family. I was also hearing talk that some of the TV execs were skeptical about whether our wholesome lifestyle would interest enough people. A friend of mine was like, I don't know, Rev, after he looked at some of the video footage. I'm having trouble connecting with some of your reality. Because while my friend understood that the footage reflected my reality, that reality didn't really feel real to him. Like too many people, he grew up without a father. His mother did an incredible job raising him, but he was never able to experience the warmth and security that comes from having both a mother and a father running things under the same roof. He never knew what it was like to sit around a dinner table every night and have two parents talk to him about the importance of doing well in school. He didn't have a father who could come to his ball games and on the way home tell him how great he played. He never had a father who would give him a stern lecture about staying away from knuckleheads, but then at the end still kiss him on the forehead and say, I love you, son. So when my friend and others like him saw the scenes of our life, they felt very outside their experience, as if they were closer to a fairy tale than how people really live. Thankfully, with the help of our team, my brother Russell, Sean Diddy Combs, and the legendary TV producer Stan Lathan, we were able to convince the doubters that while they might have never experienced that kind of lifestyle personally, it was still important to give the world an example to look up to and emulate. So in time, we were able to convince MTV of that value too. And I'm very proud to say that thanks to the hard work and vision of our executive producer, Jason Carbone, and his incredible team, Run's House is one of the most popular shows on MTV, and its 5th season is on the air now as I record this audio. That powerful reaction to Run's House has convinced me that promoting the value of family life is what I was put on this earth to do. I might have earned my reputation as a rapper, but when it's all said and done, I hope what I'm ultimately remembered for is being a good dad. I truly believe that God has intended for me to provide African Americans specifically and all people in general with an example of a better way to raise their families. I believe God wants me to use my TV show and this book to remind folks that even though raising a family is a struggle, your family can always conduct itself with class and dignity. To remind people that when they put their heart and soul into their family, it's an investment that will always pay tremendous dividends. I really hope that the success of Run's House is just the beginning and that God will keep blowing his breath through Justine and I, and we can continue to be an instrument singing the world a song about family. Sharing our imperfections. I understand it might sound very arrogant when I start talking about God using my little TV show as an instrument, so I want to stress that nothing Justine and I will say in this audiobook is fueled by any sense of being holier than thou or perfect. Just the opposite. In fact, I suspect one of the reasons people has connected with Run's House is because Justine and I have been so willing to share our imperfections with the world. If you've watched the show, then you've seen that we aren't bothering to even act like we have it all together. We talk freely about our mistakes, our doubts, and how we have to constantly pray for guidance. Besides, we both look busted half the time. Walking around in my pajamas, Justine sitting in bed with a scarf on her head. No way do we think that we're better than anyone else. Even when I send out my inspirational words of wisdom email at the end of every episode, I'm composing it while sitting in a pink bubble bath. Trust me, no one is taking me too seriously in Run's House. And no matter how high the ratings get on Run's House or how well this audiobook might do, I never want to lose that sense of humility and humanity. Besides, I know that as soon as I start believing that I have a tight grasp on my life, God won't waste any time reminding me just how weak my whole really is. As Justine and I will discuss later, in 2006, our daughter Victoria Ann died at birth. And let me tell you, when she died, I didn't feel like Father Knows Best. I felt like a lost child whose world was turned upside down. Yes, I was strong for my family on the outside, but on the inside part of me, I just wanted to scream. Why is this happening to me? I've tried to do all the right things. I go to church. I don't cheat on my wife. I spend quality time with my children. Why is this happening? Thankfully, as we'll also discuss later, Justine and I were able to pull ourselves out of that despair and make some sense of our loss. But even so, it was a very painful reminder that as hard as I might try, I'll never have all the answers as a father. Similarly, while I'm always humble when people approach me and tell me what an important example I'm setting with my marriage, the truth is